Yeah, I'm gonna walk again, and today I decided to talk about my spiritual journey as a whole and where I'm at right now. So, it pretty much started with me getting sick, like September last year. So, I was just laying in bed watching random videos, and I got a video recommended by Spiritual Soul. I don't remember which video it was, but the title got me. I was like, let me check this video out. So I watched the video, and it was like he was speaking facts, like I agree with most of the shit he said. So I decided to watch more videos, and there was a constant theme throughout his videos was focusing on yourself and meditating, going within. And I was kind of confused. I've heard about meditation before, but I didn't really know what it does. I thought it's like some medical type shit or like cultural, but I wasn't really sure. Like, I didn't think much of it, so I kept watching about the other messages I could understand back then. And me, as being a bot, thought that he's a bit strange, that he is a bit crazy. Like, he's not like the others, but he knows what he's talking about. So I kept watching, and eventually, I think it was the same day, I was like, let me just try out this meditation shit and see how it goes. I didn't expect anything to happen, but on my first meditation, I started seeing things. I started having visions, which is something I never experienced before. I've never had visions like this. I was so confused and so hyped up about it. At this point, I got addicted in meditating, because it was something like, it was a completely new realm of things and experiences. One of my very first visions, I'm pretty sure it was like I was moving throughout the air between it's very hard for me to remember and recall, because it was about more than a half year ago, but it was something I've seen before, maybe on an advertisement or something, but it was different in the same way. It was very weird. I had seen like bright lights as well, which is something very common. So I started meditating more and more, exploring this new experience. And as days were going past, I started reaching out to people I knew were meditating as well. I reached out to a model I knew was meditating. She happened to respond, and she said that she doesn't have any of those experiences, and was a little bit concerned that I'm not doing something right. So she asked me like, what meditation do I do? Guided by myself? I just replied, just me in a dark room, and that's about it. So she asked me like, how do I do it? And I just said, I just focus on my breath, and that's about it really. And then just the vision just hit me. Since day one, I had very weird experiences. Like, I think it was on the first day still. I've been meditating. I had all those visions, and after that I was telling my friends about them, and I just heard like a baby scream, baby cry. After I heard drop hitting a body of water, and my eye teared up, and I was like, shit, that's weird as fuck. So I started talking to my friends about all that shit. They're like, bro, you're crazy, you ain't alright, that's not normal, that's bullshit, you're bullshitting. I had no reason to bullshit whatsoever. So I started talking to my friend about it more and more and more, and he started to get it. Like I got him into it for a bit. I don't know how he's doing now, but I kind of woke him up as well. And as months started going by, I started understanding spiritual soul more and more, but I still found it a bit crazy. About 2 months in, something tragic happened in my family. My grandma passed, and this put me in a very deep. It was the worst depression I've ever had. I've only been depressed like once or twice before, but this shit really hit me and affected me for solid few months. But also those months were a time for me to grow. I've completely changed. Like when I started meditating, I changed a lot. But during those months, I changed even more. I'm not the same person I was half a year ago. There is no way. I don't know who that guy back then was. And now I'm here, just walking in nature, talking to myself, even when I'm not recording. That's why I decided to start to create a channel. But what really happened was, I would go out, I would take videos for myself and my friends, and I'll just keep them to myself, just when the weather is bad and can't go outside, etc. I can just go back and watch them and feel good, But after I came back from sun gazing, I had this energy. I had a craving, I had an urge to meditate. So I started meditating, and towards the end I got like it's very weird to describe, but it's like a message that I should create a YouTube channel and post the videos I make. And if people happen to come across them, and that can help them, like even better. Not only is it gonna be like a place for me to lay out my thoughts, but it's good also has the capability to help other people as well. So where am I right now? Right now I'm in a very weird place spiritually. I start to see the difference between me and other people more and more. I don't fuck with many of the shit other people do anymore. I don't stay on social media for that long, even though I'm a photographer and I do post every day, but that's about it. Like that's my social media time as a whole. Obviously here now and then I do fall into the trap of social media, but that's very not so often. Yeah, I just post a picture and I'm gone, go on about my day. While other people are just, they walk on the street and they're like that in their phone. I don't understand that, honestly. Like I think I used to do that. I have no idea though, but I'm pretty sure I used to do the same thing. And now when I'm watching spiritual souls videos, even the ones I've watched, I watch them again because this time I can actually get the message from it. I understand everything he's talking about, all that shit. Like you have no idea how fucked up this place is. I feel before it's hard for me to imagine what I was thinking, but from what I can recall, I thought I'm just here to live, work, create a family and die. Now it's way bigger than this. Like there ain't no way. That's the only thing. They put everything in the movies. Everything. How many cartoons are there? How many movies are there where when a person dies the soul leaves the body? How many fucking movies there has to be for people to wake up? I see everything so much different now. So much differently now. I see the messages behind everything. The other day I went shopping and I was looking for t-shirts because I needed some new ones. And bro, they're putting messages onto the clothes as well, but people just don't realize it. My stepdad was like, "Oh, look at this t-shirt, it's kind of sick." I looked into it, and at the back it was saying, "The all-knowing, feel the power." Who are the all-knowing? It's the chosen ones. It's the people that know what's up in this matrix. I'm starting to connect with more people, but at the same time I feel more not lonely, but a bit more alone in everything, if you get me. Like, I can be in a crowd full of people, but I'll still like feel within me. Like, it doesn't matter if there are 1,000 people around me or it's just me. Like, I have this power now to just be who I am without worrying what the fuck other people think, if you know what I mean. Which is a good and a bad thing. Mostly good thing. The other day my parents went to McDonald's with my siblings, and what I did was stay in front of the shop for about an hour waiting for them to come out, because I wasn't gonna go in. Fuck this shit, you got me fucked up. I ain't stepping in this place. The meat there, it ain't even normal meat. They be putting all this type of shit in there. Burgers, tricking people into thinking they're actually eating something good, when in fact it's not what they're thinking. And now I get it. If someone watches this video that is asleep, he doesn't know what's up, he'll be looking at me the same way I was looking at Spiritual Soul. Like, this guy's stupid, this guy ain't no way this guy's like telling the truth. What can I say? If you start meditating, focusing on yourself, focusing on your goals, chasing your dreams, and really going within, searching for the answers within you, eventually you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. I can't make this shit up. Let me see. So the video cut, and I've been basically talking to myself like usually for about 10 minutes straight. But what I started saying is, I can literally feel the vibration of the plants around me. I can feel their vibration. The ones dying out or the ones dead have a very low vibration, yet they have a vibration though, very set of vibration, while the green ones are quite a high frequency. I can feel a vibration in my fingers, in my palms. And I got my crystal out because I started talking about how this crystal is crystal for raising your consciousness, for raising yourself spiritually, and basically expanding on what you already are doing. It's about the third eye, the crown, and the heart chakra. And since I put it on, I felt different. I felt calmer, but a weird other feeling as well that I cannot describe. It was like a weight on me, but calmness as well. It's quite weird to describe. And that was the very night, the same night, the first day I got it. That's when I couldn't sleep, like the stuff I was talking about in my first video. I couldn't sleep. I was just half asleep, half awake. I stood out of bed at 3:33 and decided to go out, record my videos. After that, I sun gazed and everything. After that, I came back home. I went around first, and I went home. And I started meditating in my room. And towards the end, I got like a message. It was like information from somewhere. I don't know where it came from. Obviously it came from within, but it's hard to describe. You just have this feeling that you should do something, if you know what I mean. And it was like a message. You already are recording all those videos for yourself and other people, such as your friends. Why don't you just create a channel and post on it? So that's the thing I did. Straight after I finished meditating, I got up, made the channel, put the clips together I had made, because I was taking the videos with Snapchat, and that's why the quality was also a bit bad. It wasn't a bit bad, it was quite bad. But I put all the clips together and I uploaded it, and that's the second video I'm making. But everything that happened this day, like the first day I got this, I already expanded what I'm already working on. I expanded my personality and I followed my purpose, I think, because if that wasn't my purpose, to create those videos, talk about the stuff, like about my journey, I wouldn't have gotten this message. I would have just been sleeping the whole night, chilling, waking up, do the regular shit. Well, not quite the regular shit for most people, but my regular shit. Just meditating, going on a walk. I would usually be editing photos as well, but my laptop is getting repaired. Today I was thinking if I should get my camera. I don't have a backpack, I usually have a backpack on, because I like to carry stuff with me, like water, speakers sometimes. But I got really bad sunburn, so I went out without my bag. So yeah, I decided not to take my camera. I'm going on a trip tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. Today is my last day here, and tomorrow I'm flying out, so I'll be taking pictures. But yeah, as I started saying, on the first day, and I already like built up something different. Like I built up more on top of what I already am doing. So this really shows the power of this crystal. And yesterday I made a little experiment. I decided to, I was in the dark, I put it next to my pillow, and I test like the vibrations I feel, and I try to guess where the crystal is at just by feeling its vibration. And believing me or not, I was very close all every time. Like if I would miss it, it would be just like it wouldn't be here, it would be here. You know what I mean? So I really ain't tripping about this vibration shit. And it's not just nature that I feel, it's everything around me. Like I feel my own vibration, which is high as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. But yeah, I can feel different people's clothes vibrations. I can feel their vibrations. Like if I have a person crying next to me, I feel a settle vibration and quite heavy. If I have people happy around me, I feel higher vibration, but yet if they ain't taking care of themselves, it ain't gonna be as high as mine. Because when I put my hand close to my chest, to my body, this shit goes crazy. I can't make this shit up. It works with both hands. I don't have like a problem with one of my hands or anything. I couldn't feel that shit before. And do you know how I found out about this power? I was brushing my teeth and I turn around. We have a mop in the bathroom. That shit moved by itself. We usually put it on a corner so it doesn't move at all, but the handle moved, and I like went to grab it to put it back in its place, and I feel like a vibration. That's for first time. So I went out like that with my hand. I started feeling there was something there, because I would do this, I would feel the vibration, I would move like this, and I would barely feel anything. So I started feeling the vibration, and out of nowhere, the thing that was there moved. So I started searching for it with my hand, just like in the movies. I started searching for it with my hand, and I found it had gone to a corner, and I started taming it. I was basically doing this to a spirit or whatever that was there with me. But I basically made a connection with whatever energy that was there. Also, on the first days when I started meditating, I was going downstairs. I had just walked out of my room, and I seen a white figure just flash in front of me, but I saw it very, very clearly. Like, it wasn't something like, oh, you just see shit like random. Like, before, I know I've had those visions before when I was a kid, but we all got taught to just ignore it, right? We're taught, oh, don't worry, just watch your eyes do sometimes because of the light or some shit. Fuck this, man. Honestly, I know what I saw. That thing was real. I did not just see a flash randomly or anything. I do believe there's at least one ghost in our house, because we have a door for the attic, and this shit opened twice randomly. You usually lock it, and we always lock ours, because if you don't lock it then you will just fall down. Many times, or twice, we would be in the corridor and that thing would just slam open. I can't make this shit up. So my mom started kind of believing, obviously with my grandma's passing. I have no idea if what I've said about my grandma's passing has remembered itself on the memory, because as I said, the video cut out. But basically 2 months into my spiritual awakening, my grandma passed, and that was like the lowest point of my life. And that's a trend I realized with other woke people, that they always had something tragic happen to them that woke them up. Or in my case, I started waking up, and then 2 months in, I was the happiest I had ever been. I was laughing at everything. Like, it doesn't matter what you showed me or what you didn't, I would have laughed at it. I would have freezed. So 2 months in, my grandma passes, and I go down here. I'm not. I'm around people, but I'm just inside my head. I am just thinking about my grandma all the time. People are laughing around me. I'm just there, but not really there, if you know what I mean. So this caused me to start working out. I learned about cold showers. I started taking cold showers. I started sun gazing, and as a whole, I better myself times 10 since when I first initially started. So remember one thing: a seed grows in the dark. There is no growth if you don't have problems. If you're always happy, you're always going to be comfortable with yourself, and you'll never grow as a person, because you're comfortable where you're already at. So why would you try harder, if you know what I mean? But now I'm always trying to do better and better. That's why I'm recording this video as well. Yes, I was kind of worried to start recording it, because this time I knew I'm doing it for YouTube. but I still did it anyways. Like, life is about overcoming things. And yes, I am still quite young, but I'm pretty sure I know more shit than some other people. That I'm talking about, the druggies, the alcoholics, that their life is the same thing every single day. I know what I'm here to do. I know that I am here to do a living with photography. I know that I'm also here to wake people up. That's the reason why I woke up at such a young age, because there are people that my parents are still sleeping. Yes, they do know about some of the stuff I've been talking about, but they're just like, so what? Like, I have my own life, I go to work, I don't have time to worry about this shit. And that's the thing, they don't understand the importance of people actually waking up. And the importance is big, because those governments do all this shit. Now, for example, when I'm flying with my plane, I need to have a surgical mask. They don't allow anything else. Do you know why? Because they put stuff in the masks. If you search it up, I don't think it will come out with Google, but if you download DuckDuckGo, the information will come out. There is on videos, it's taken by a microscope. It shows like a little, it's like basically a little string that starts moving by itself when body temperature like hits it. And there is stuff about those things, how they're contain a drug or something like that. I don't know about this, like, there is no way I can prove this, but this shit is there for a reason, and there is a reason why they don't allow any other masks. For example, one of my parents was like, well, yeah, but they just say regulation, so there aren't people like, oh, I have this mask on, I can fly out with this mask on and not with this one. So there's like a criteria for what masks to wear. But then at the same time, he told me that those surgical masks are nowhere as safe as the other ones. So why are you increasing the chance of COVID-19 spreading just to set a criteria? Why is the criteria not just to have like better masks that are not surgical? There are videos on the internet as well where those surgical masks are made in. The conditions there are disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, I'm thinking about washing my mask, surgical one, before I go. And when I get in the plane, like, I'll wait until the plane takes off, and I'm gonna put my on. I know that it's probably not safe either, but I've washed it many times, so I believe most of the shit that could have been on it has gone away. And this video is getting very long, I do realize, so I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna meditate now, and probably the next video is gonna be from the place I'm on vacation at. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. So I started meditating, also a mudra like this, and that's on my hands. I had this last time as well, and it was down here. I thought it's from like a dog or something, but I think it's from this plant. If someone knows what it is, feel free to tell me. But look, it's like very weird substance. Yeah, if somebody knows, just feel free to say.